The Vilyuy River region in the Sakha Republic in Siberia has long been associated with mysterious incidents, particularly strange structures and unexplained health effects. Local legends speak of enigmatic domes called Death Valley Cauldrons, and modern reports highlight environmental changes that residents describe as eerie and destructive. In the basin of the Vilyuy River, explorers and locals have reported large metallic spheres and or domes, particularly buried in the ground. These structures are said to be scattered across the taiga, sometimes protruding from the earth, and are linked to the folklore of deadly radiation or illness for those who linger nearby. Hunters claim the vegetation around them looked scorched, and people who camped near the cauldrons often fell ill. Some legends even tie them to the ancient weapons or extraterrestrial origins. No scientific confirmation exists for this. The Vilyuy region is famous for legends of mysterious metallic domes and for unsettling environmental changes that locals describe as eerie and destructive. Today I will show you a very huge structure which is not possible for humans to create. You must remember that Siberia is a very cold place. Most of the year the ground is frozen hard like a rock, like granite. It is impossible to dig. If a person dies in winter, they have to wait till summer for that to warm up and thaw so that they can dig a pit and bury the body. So it's impossible for anyone to create the structure I'm going to show you next. This structure is oriented in a northwest-southeast direction. It starts near a small river and ends near the Vilyuy River. At both ends, this structure has a needle-like appearance, or maybe the eye of the needle-like appearance. It is more than 60 kilometers long and passes through streams, rivers, lakes. Whenever it encounters lakes, it makes a round detour around the lake. At some places on the structure, there are loop-like structures. I don't know what is their purpose. Come, let's go and see the structure, which is impossible for humans to create, as it is too expensive, purposeless, useless, but pointless. It serves humans no purpose. It starts in the middle of nowhere and ends in the middle of nowhere. There is nothing around for anybody to use it. Maybe the aliens are using it to extract energy. Maybe the aliens or extraterrestrials are creating a voltage between two rivers and generating electricity. Huge amounts of electricity may be generated using the waters of two rivers. Maybe the aliens are using this electricity for some purpose. Come, let's go and see the huge structure. This is not the only structure there. There are countless thousands of these structures all over Siberia which I discovered. I will show you all of them one by one in my future videos. So wait for my videos. Don't skip the video without seeing the satellite imagery of Google Earth. All these structures are visible clearly in satellite imagery as they are very huge. They are straight like lasers, perfectly straight. It is impossible for humans to create them. Well, viewers, right now we are in Sakha Republic in Siberia in Russia. This is the biggest part of Russia. Here I found extremely strange, mysterious structures which are not made by humans because it is impossible for humans to create them. This structure or geoglyph, I prefer to call it a geoglyph, extends northwest to southeast. It ends on the banks of the Vilyuy River, which is a part of the Linger River or tributary of the Linger River. This structure is almost 60 to 70 kilometers in length. It passes through all kinds of terrains. It crosses rivers, streams, lakes, mud, dirt, snow, everything. First I will zoom in on the northwestern part of the line. I drew a yellowish orange line as a guide alongside the actual geoglyph or line or structure as a guide so that I can follow the line very easily. Now I will zoom in on the actual structure. Here it is starting near the river of Reka Ebisilak. I hope I pronounced it correctly. You can see a round object here. It looks like the eye of needle to me. Now we will follow it down to the southeastern side. I will rotate the screen a bit so it becomes easier to follow. Now I will scroll down. Just follow the mouse pointer. It's traveling alongside the actual geoglyph. The yellowish orange line is just a guide. Here the line meets another line perpendicularly and forms a sort of cross. There is another faint line alongside. We shouldn't neglect all of them and just proceed on this line. There is a huge network of lines all over Siberia, mysterious lines. Nobody can explain why they are there. It's impossible for humans to construct them because it's useless, purposeless, pointless, and abnormally expensive. Here it is crossing a small stream. Again, the same stream it crossed. It's still going southeast. Here it again crossed another stream. I will zoom in a bit. There it is. I will zoom out again. Otherwise it will take too long to scroll. Here it is crossing another stream. You can see it coming there and cross the stream. Here it is cutting a small lake and it has formed a small detour around the edge of the lake. Again it crossed another river. It's called the Reka Timpilikan. I hope that's the correct pronunciation. Here again it meets another perpendicular line and forms a cross. There is a huge lake here. I don't know the name. We can go further down, southeast. Here it is a bit crooked because the ground might have shifted. It has split into two lines here and rejoined again. It's a bit thick. Again it met another line, not at 90-degree angles. It forms a sort of cross here. It's passing through something, an obstruction. Now here it's interesting. It has formed a small detour around this lake. It has crossed another stream here. That is the Reka Miniyeki. I hope I pronounced it correctly. You can see a small loop of the line here. Such loops are everywhere. Don't know the purpose why these loops are. Here it has met another line. It's not perpendicular but forming a sort of X-shaped junction. Here it passes through a small stream, and here again it meets another line and forms an X-shaped crossing. It goes through mud, vegetation, rivers, lakes, snow, rock solid earth. Now here again another interesting place. Here you can see the line is forming a detour. A stream is entering this lake and the detour has crossed the stream and it has joined the line here. This end of the line and this end of the line are perfectly aligned. I'll zoom out a bit. Here again an X-shaped crossing. It is adjacent to a huge lake called the Ozero Kyundeye. You can follow these cross lines also. They are also very long, 60, 70, 100 kilometers long sometimes. I measured a line which is more than 600 kilometers long. Here it is forming a cross and another detour around this lake, but always aligned with the previous end. It's a bit faint here. I will zoom in to show you clearly. It's crossing a stream here and formed a cross here with another line. Zoom out again. Here it is very faint, but it is there. Don't worry, we are following the line. Here again another cross. The distance between two crosses is almost 4 to 5 kilometers. Now here it is ending. Here again there is an eye of the needle like structure or a bulb like head. Now I will show you where this line has ended. This is the Vilyuy River. This Vilyuy River is a tributary of the Lena River. Here the Vilyuy River is entering the Lena River. The Lena River is a very huge river. It enters the Arctic Ocean. So what do you think? What is the purpose of this line? Why is it existing? Who might have created? For me, it's not a human creation. Definitely some non-human intelligence is involved here. Something is visiting Earth regularly and using this for some purpose. Might be they are extracting energy from the rivers by creating a voltage between two rivers.